This just in. We've received word that a disaster has struck the city of New Orleans.
Oh my god, we've just heard that something terrible is happening in the world.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but I've just been told that something horrible is happening in New Orleans right now. Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars.
Oh no, poor New Orleans is the end of the world.
We've just received confirmation of what disaster is happening in New Orleans right now. It's in fact some sort of comedy game show.
It's the Rip-Off Show with your host, Geoffrey Gauchet!
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Holy shit, I am so happy to be here, guys. As the voice of God said, I am Geoffrey Gauchet. This is the Rip-Off Show. Thank you all so much for coming. Give yourselves a round of applause just for that. I haven't done this in 19 months. I forgot what the fuck I'm supposed to be saying right now. This is great. This is amazing. This is my first show in 19 months. The last show was February of 2020, and then some stuff happened. It was very interesting. It's great. How many of y'all have been to the Rip-Off Show before? Round of applause. Hell yeah. How many of y'all, this is your first time? I love it, I love it. You guys are the ones who aren't mad that we started charging. Great, okay. Oh man, this is so much fun. So if you're not familiar with the Rip-Off Show, man, well I'll get to it in a second. It is crazy, man. It's been a year, a lot of stuff has changed. A lot of stuff has changed for us, specifically on the Rip-Off Show. One of our writer-producers, Jacob, he moved to North Carolina, and then took a plane to come here tonight just for the fucking show. Which is amazing. Yeah, give Jacob a round of applause. He's the guy checking your back status and whatnot outside. He's the narc. I'm the narc of the group. Also, our writer-producer, Will, he got engaged to a wonderful woman, Sarah. Give him a round of applause. That's awesome. And then me, I became a dad. I had a baby. I didn't have a baby, but there's a baby in my house now. There's half mine. It's insane. It's crazy. I told my wife I was going to go take a shower, and then I came here. Or she also is doing something cool when she said she was going to go take a shower at the same time. So it's good. The baby's, I'm sure, fine. All right, are you guys ready to see? Well, let me explain what the show is like. It's a comedy game show. I picked 3 of my favorite comedians in town, and boy, did I fucking do a good job tonight. I picked 3 of my favorite comedians tonight, and they are going to battle out in a battle of wits and physical challenges and just being better than me, just everything that everybody else already does, but they are gonna have fun and get paid to do it. It's amazing. You know what, Will, let's go ahead and show them a little example of how a round might work. So we found this article on the internet, Don't Be Chicken, to wear 2021's weirdest Halloween costumes. And so it's a bunch of weird Halloween costumes. Well, let's take a look at the first one here. Yeah, it's a sold-out chicken sandwich, which I guess is a reference to the Popeye sandwich that came out 2 years ago. I don't know why. They're really on the ball. It's been a rough couple of years, I'll give it to them. All right, let's take a look at the next one. A stick of butter, which I think the hat is a graduation cap. I guess because no one graduated in the last year in person. They had a lot of leftover, so see that. Let's take a look at the next one here. It is a dog. See, this is weird. I don't know what's weirder, dressing your dog up like Albert Einstein or that he looks like Bernie Sanders. I don't know what's weirder. Let's take a look at the last one here. This is a sexy popcorn. That's sexy popcorn. Actually, hey Will, did you know my wife actually has this costume?
No, I did not.
Yeah, she does. I only have one problem with this costume though, Will.
Yeah, what's that?
No matter how hard I try, I can never find the kernel, you know? When I say all right, so that's about, okay, so what we would normally do is do something like that. I'll make a very terrible joke that no one gets for the first 30 seconds of me saying it. And that's how it's going to go. And then I'm going to pose a question to the comedians. I'm going to say something like, name some other bad idea costumes for the year 2021. And they might give an answer like a t-shirt that says, I bet next year will be better. This is a bad idea. Another bad idea 2021 costume, a Kim and Kanye couples costume. That's probably, it's not really, it doesn't really work anymore. All right, so you guys get, let me see, any of y'all have any suggestions for like a bad idea for a costume? Just shout them out.
Sexy plague doctor.
Sexy plague doctor. That exists, that's just called the plague doctor. Horny for the beak. Anybody else got one? Anybody else? All right, well, you guys get the idea. You guys played along. You saw what I did poorly. You guys understand how it's going to go. Are you guys ready to start the game? Absolutely. Let's meet our contestants. We've been doing this show for 6 years, and I always forget to put intro music right here. There we go. Thank you, Will. All right, guys, come on now. Take a podium. This is our Halloween show, since it is the week before Halloween. And this is the show that we usually actually pay attention to and spend time putting together. So this is, you guys picked a good one to come to. Wow, man, y'all all look fantastic. Let's meet our contestants right now. We'll start with, right here on the end, Miss Geneva Joy, everybody. Geneva, can I ask what your costume is? I know what it is, but I have to do this. It says so right there. I have to ask you. What is your costume?
I am a.
It is. It's far. We gotta adjust it.
I am a sexy bottle of champagne that's formally requesting a vodka soda tall.
That's what rules about being the entertainers. You can just like order from the stage. It's amazing. And then right here in the middle, we have Laura Sanders, everybody. What's your costume?
I'm hearing up Flo. I'm visiting.
That is a... Oh, look at this. Thank you, Brandon. Brandon Simpson, everybody. Give him a round of applause. He's going to be photographing the show tonight. Oh man, where was I? Right, Aunt Flo. Well, that's a bloody good costume. Look, I'm a dad now. I can say whatever the fuck I want. Like, you can't be like, that's a bad joke. You're like, yeah, I get it. You get it now. All right, and then our third contestant right here on the end, Kamari Stevens, everybody. And Kamari, I feel like I don't want to insult you by asking you what your costume is. Is that a costume?
I did not just come from a wedding. I'm Bond. James Bond.
Hell yeah,
Shaken, not stirred.
oh man. Me, on the other hand, very shaken. Man, haven't slept since March. All right. Let's see. All right. Are you guys ready to do it? Let's do it. All right. Let's go to round one, Will. New sound effect, it distracted me. I forgot, I changed it today. This round is called Gonna Have to Become an Ass Man. Let's take a look at this here. This was an article that the Independent put out, and this is their tweet. Climate crisis could kill off great tits, scientists warn. Tits, by the way, are a type of bird, the ones up there. And I know, like, that's why they wrote it that way, but it's funny to me. And again, I don't have a good sense of humor, but this is funny. I like it. That bird looks so happy too. That is a great tit, let me tell you. It's just, I like them small. Jesus. This is being recorded. My wife will see it. By the way, this is being recorded, everybody. I think I'm legally supposed to, who gives a shit? And we're already breaking so many laws right now, probably. Anyway, so this thing's happening, and it's not happening, it happened. This is an old article. We've been storing stuff up for 19 months to do this show. So you're gonna see some things, you'll be like, I think I remember hearing about that. You did, a long time ago. So here's the question for this round. I'm gonna ask you, what are some other things that climate change is going to be taking away from us? Some other things near and dear to us. Like for me, I see climate change taking away French fry orders with an onion ring in them, because I don't think onions can survive this heat. So I think we're just going to lose that. It's going to just be, we're going to miss that. Yeah, not so much a joke as a sad moment. I know. I realize making a show apocalypse themed in the middle of a pandemic, maybe not the best idea, but all right, let's do it. All right, so we're going to go down the panel, everybody here. We're going to start with Kamari. Kamari, what are some things that you think climate change is going to take away?
I think climate change is going to take away an excuse for people to wear Uggs, and I'm not sad about that.
That's good. Laura, what do you think?
I think climate change is going to take away the phrase swamp ass because medically that will just be described as regular ass.
Oh man, yeah, wearing a jean jacket on a stage when it's 85 degrees outside was dumb. It was dumb. I'm very swamp ass right now. I'm talking too much. I'm sorry, guys. I just missed being here. All right. It's also I'm away from my family. Anyway, no, I don't want to be that guy. Anyway, all right, Geneva, what do you think climate change is going to take away from you?
I think eventually it will be too hot for pumpkin spice, so we're about 50 years out from basic white bitches going to sleep. Win-win. I don't know.
Oh man, all right. I like these people too much, and so I don't like confrontation with them. So what I'm going to do is going to have y'all decide who won that round. By a round of applause. If you think Kamari had the best response, cheer and applause. All right. If you think Laura had the best response, cheer and applaud. Okay. If you think Geneva had the best response, cheer and applaud. All right, I'm going to say 3 points to Geneva, 2 to Laura, and 1 to Kamari, but it's round 1. It's anybody's game. Let's move on to round 2. Scared Sheetless. For the record, I didn't come up with this. You'll see in a moment. Let's take a look at this. Our writer-producer, Jacob, was watching Beetlejuice the other night, and as you do when you're watching a movie, you read the Wikipedia page instead of watching the movie. And he discovered this quote in the article. We'll go to the next slide. Warner Brothers disliked the title Beetlejuice and wanted to call the film House Ghosts, I guess like House Guests, but House Ghosts. As a joke, Tim Burton suggested the name Scared Sheetless and was horrified when the studio actually considered using it. I love it. I think it's a great name for like a scary comedy, but not that one in particular, but I think it's a great name. I love it. I'm going to use it. And I did. I just used it. This got us thinking though, like what could, like give us maybe some other like failed horror or Halloween movie titles. Like I've got some I came up with. Will, let's take a look at one of my examples. Casper the Homicidal Maniac Ghost. A ghost with a gun is the funniest thing I've ever thought of in my entire life. And then I have another example here, let's look at that. Guy Who Raises Hell. That was the original title for that film. All right, so you guys get the idea. I'm gonna say I think y'all can do more than one on here. So I'm gonna throw 90 seconds on the clock. You guys buzz in as often as possible to give me as many responses as you can. Let's go, starting now. Laura.
Stephen King's Toilet Clown.
You had a point. Let's see. You guys buzzing? Is it Buzz It Man? Boy, should have tested this before the show. It's saying Laura again, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let somebody else get a chance. God damn it. Let's say Kamari.
The priest with the mother-sucking demon dicks.
That's good. All right. Geneva.
Nightmare adjacent to Elm Street in an up-and-coming neighborhood near hip shots in a bustling nightlife. Walkable score of 7.
Are the Property Brothers in that one? All right. Let's see. Let's go, Laura.
Texas, oh buddy, they are not cutting down trees with those things.
Kamari.
Be wary of white dominant spaces.
Geneva.
Gluten-free fruit snack man.
Gotta laugh, get a point.
Don't say it 5 times.
Laura.
Bruce Willis is dead the whole time.
Oh, I get it. Oh, that's good. I actually knew that before the movie started. I was so pissed. Kamari.
Don't babysit them kids or you gonna die.
Laura.
Incel Motel.
I just like the name. Let's go, Geneva.
They're really, really scared of spiders, for real.
That's good, Kamari.
I'm not dead, but you're gonna be.
Laura.
Are you there, God? It's me, Michael.
That's funny. Geneva.
5:37 a.m. of the dead.
All right, y'all get the reference. I don't. I'm too afraid of movies. Kamari.
Stephen King's A Murderous Streetcar I'd Like to Fuck.
Jesus Christ, the new sound sucks. I'm not going to use that again. All right, let's take a look at the scores right now. We have Geneva in the lead with 7 and Laura and Kamari tied for second with 6. All right, let's move on to round 3. Yeah, applaud them. That's amazing. Let's move on to round 3. This one is called Stripped Down Budget. Let's take a look at this article. This happened in Boston, Massachusetts, as opposed to Boston, Texas. Boston, that's from a movie. Boston High School, they were forced to use a party bus complete with stripper poles for a field trip because they could not, there was a bus shortage because of funding, which is great and cool. So there's a lot of budget problems in the world of, well, in our country in particular, really. Well, it makes it sound cooler. Anyway. So I want you guys to give us some other ways that schools are dealing with cutbacks right now. Like for instance, maybe they're replacing classes entirely with just an emailed link to Google. Like that's all you're gonna do anyway. You're just gonna Google it. You're not gonna listen. Okay, oh man, this is a depressing show. I heard too many ahs over there. All right, let's start down the line here. We're gonna start with Laura on this one.
Instead of gym class, just manual labor camps. They're making money.
Geneva, what do you think?
Instead of health class, they just tell everybody to watch Teen Mom.
Kamari.
The school had to fire the cafeteria staff, so now the kids have to come in early to cook their own Salisbury steak and peas.
I love it. All right, y'all. This is y'all's turn to vote again. So we're going to go down the line here. If you think Laura had the best response, cheer and applaud. Okay. If you think Geneva had the best, cheer and applaud. Okay. And if you think Kamari had the best, cheer and applaud. All right, I'm going to say 3 to Kamari, 2 to Geneva, 1 to Laura. That is the exact opposite of the last time. You guys are making the rounds not count. All right, let's take a look at the next round, round 4. This round is called How Long Do You Need? One of my favorite types of movies, I have 2 types of movies that I like the most, heist movies and disaster movies. Yes, absolutely. And if you could combine them together, let me know after the show. It would be amazing. We'll do that as a round another time. But anyway, and one of my favorite parts of disaster movies is when the scientist is like, hey, shit is gonna be bad, and like the government or their boss is like, probably not, and then everyone dies. I love that part, it's amazing. And I found that scene in like a bunch of low budget disaster movies, and I made a little supercut. Will, can we watch that real quick? Okay, all those words are real and accurate. So that's great stuff. Yes, thanks for applauding the movie that I clipped together instead of watching my son. So we're going to do something a little different. This is a new round type. We've never done anything like this before, so let's hope the code will work. We'll bring up the slot machine. Okay, this is our fancy little ad-lib slot machine. I have a sentence here with some placeholders. As a scientist, warn the people of a location about a disaster. What we're going to do is we're going to randomly select one of these for each of you, and then you will have to, as that scientist, warn the people of wherever about some disaster. You will act it out, you will develop a character, it'll be a whole thing. If you guys want to write down what your thing is on that notepad there, that's great, because my memory sucks ass. I forgot to bring my pen out here to write it down. See, told you. All right. Oh, actually, wait, I have a pen, but I don't have paper. We got it.
Just cost 2 points.
I will deduct 2 points. All right, sure. All right. Will, can you shuffle the answers? We're going to start with Geneva. This is going to be yours. As a nutritionist, warn the people of Florida about a virus that makes you randomly orgasm, called COVID-69. Hey.
Wait, all right, so.
Not soon enough, if you ask me. All right, yes, so nutritionists warning the people of Florida about a virus that makes you randomly orgasm called COVID-19.
How long will we have to warn the people?
Oh yeah, I don't know, like 20, 30 seconds,
Okay.
whatever. I mean, the government's gonna ignore you anyway, so.
And then Will Smith is going to come in and save the day?
Absolutely, every single
Or
time.
Morgan Freeman?
Yes, both of them at the same time, because I can't decide which one I like better. COVID-69. Okay, Will, let's go ahead and shuffle for Kamari. As a seismologist, warn the people of Olive Garden about J.K. Rowling tweeting again.
This is my pocket, actually.
Nice.
My mother's going to be very proud that I'm a seismologist.
Yeah. I think that's an earthquake doctor.
It's not a size queen.
Well, you can make it whatever you want. You're the comedian. I'm the idiot host. J.K. Rowling tweeting again. It could be about the book. It could be about her horrible opinions on trans people or just people in general. She's a horrible woman. All right, let's move on to that. Let's shuffle here. This is going to be Laura's. As Doc Brown from Back to the Future warned the people of Chuck E. Cheese about Smash Mouth's singer quitting. Which I think actually happened, after I wrote this. I think I willed it into reality.
You're like The Simpsons.
I am like The Simpsons. We have a Simpsons reference on the show later. Spoiler alert. Okay, you guys know what you guys are gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is going to take you guys a little bit longer than the previous round. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send all three of them backstage, and they're going to write these down, and then they're going to come out and perform for you. But in the meantime, we're going to have a little intermission. They're going to come out one by one and perform some fantastic stand-up comedy because they're not just contestants, they are real live stand-up comedians. Are you guys excited about this thing that's happening that you paid money to see? Okay. I'm rambling way too much, and I apologize for that. Next time it'll be $9 to get here. Okay. All right, y'all can head on backstage, and then I will introduce one of you to come immediately back out here. Okay, everybody. Hey, look, now comedy show host and not a game show host. Guys, your first comedian during the intermission. She's fantastic. You're going to have a lot of fun with her. Get your hands clapping right now for Laura Sanders.
Keep it going for Jeff Gauchet, everyone. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful to be here. I am your Aunt Flo. I'm going to be very erratic this whole time. He told us the show was apocalypse themed, and I'm like, that bitch will still be here. The end of the world. She'll keep existing. I swear to God, I know that if I was in an apocalypse, there'd be someone, when I was like cranky about, I don't know, ravaging people trying to eat my arm, they'd be like, is it that time of the month though? Are you sure you're not just cranky because of the moon? Be like, no, I'm actually just genuinely fucking upset. I just wonder, like, they do have names for it. They call it, like, Aunt Flo. Bleeding once a month is the most metal thing a woman does, just like on the regular. Just like blood all over, and then they're just like, is it that little time? Is it just a little time? And I just wonder if it's ever worked. Like, have a man and a woman ever been in an argument? And he's like, you're always twisting my words around. And she's like, that's because you're full of shit. And he's like, oh, must be that time of the month. And she's like, you know what? Oh my God. Oh my God, it totally is. Oh, how embarrassing. I thought it was some shit that you did. But it turns out it's just me. That's why there's blood all over the floor. I thought I killed someone. What a relief. I am truly, I'm terrified of, it's a double-edged sword, because I feel like it would be, it's a nightmare every time my period comes, but it would be like if the clown permit told me I wasn't pregnant once a month. Where you just like show up at the sewer and he's like, you're good for 28 more days, Georgie. Because I'm terrified, that's my biggest nightmare, spooky fear, is getting pregnant. I'm terrified of getting, it's like death And then life inside of me just under that. That's my second biggest fear. They're almost tied, I think. When I was 21, I took 3 pregnancy tests in a row. I did the whole box. It was just like I was chain smoking fear at that point. They were all negative, and I would get the negative result, and I was like, another one, do it. Let's go. And that was when I was 21, and when I was 23, I lost my virginity. So if you're doing the math, yeah, raised Catholic. Raised Catholic. If you're raised Catholic, they don't call it Aunt Flo, they just call it God crying blood because you're not pregnant yet. They wanted it to happen. I am terrified of being pregnant because now, there's a lot of states that are trying to make Mother's Day mandatory. There's a lot of 6-week abortion bans. The only person who knows they're pregnant at 6 weeks is me when I'm not. Then I am certain. There's no person that knows beyond that. It is hard for me though. I feel like I get extra moody. I feel like everybody deals with PMS. I have something that's kind of extra. It's CT PMS, which I don't know if anyone else here suffers from that. I just found out when I was older. It's conspiracy theory PMS, where about once a month I'm like, am I overreacting? Or is this the first time I've seen the fucking truth? Oh, my eyes are finally fucking open. I once had a boyfriend tell me I was being a little difficult. He said, "You're being a little difficult right now." And I said, "Then dump me, coward." And we are still together. Thanks. I'm really nice the other days. I do try to handle it. When I was in my 20s, I went to a doctor in Ohio, which is they're tricky here in Louisiana too. But I was like, I'm gonna handle these painful periods. I'm gonna not, because before what I'd always do, whenever I got upset, I would just yell at my boyfriend, "You don't even know what I'm going through," which would be my ace card, because I'm like, "You've never and then finally, he'd heard that 180 times, because we'd been together a long time, and he was like, "What? What? Can you explain to me what happens in your body so I can understand you better and be there for you during this time?" I'm like, "Oh, you have called my bluff." Because I do not know either. Scientifically, I was just like, I know there's an egg, dozen eggs, baker's dozen. There's a bunch of eggs involved and a lot of blood. It's like a Tarantino film in a diner, is all I can say, is what goes on. So I went to a doctor and tried to handle it. I had painful cycles, and I was in my 20s, and I was nervous about talking to a doctor about this, so I amped myself up. You know how when you're a woman and they're all gonna think you're lying, so you have to amp yourself up to just say what is happening? So I was in the mirror and I was like, "You're gonna sound like a scientist. You're gonna say cycle. You're gonna say you're having a painful cycle." And I was amping up. And I walk into the waiting room, I just bust in the door and I'm like, "I'm having a painful cycle." And they're like, "This is the waiting room. You can't just walk in and yell what you have. Sit down." So I sat and I waited, and then I told the doctor. And I was like, "I'm having a painful cycle." And I thought he was gonna be like, "Oh, you're so smart. Do you want my clipboard?" I really thought it was going well. And then he was like, "Okay, does it hurt in your lower back?" And I was like, "It does. This is working." And then he said, "How far do you lean over?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "The handlebars when you cycle." This man thought that my insurance was so good that once a month I just fucked up riding a bike to the point of having to go to the doctor. And so then we were in this weird standoff of who had to say menstrual first. And I lost. I was like, menstrual cycle, my period. And he went, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with that." And then he gave me a prescription for 30 Vicodin. Because he was afraid of my body. He was like, "Oh, gross, you're there's a heroin addiction. Get out of my office. All right, you got the fantastic. I'm Laura Sanders. Keep it going,
Laura Sanders, everybody. Let her hear it. Absolutely. You can catch her every single Monday over at 12 Mile London hosting a fantastic open mic called Bear With Me. Check it out. Guys, speaking of checking it out, get ready to check out your next contestant, your next comedian. Put your hands together for Kamari Stevens.
So, a lot of people picked up these different hobbies during the lockdown and the pandemic. You know, some people, learned how to make sourdough bread. Others started gardens. I started a YouTube channel where I read children's books. I got this young niece, she stays in Ohio. My mom had to do the at-home learning with her. So she pretty much got the whole family together like, hey, we all need to pitch in on our niece's learning because we don't want her to grow up into a trap queen. So, and honestly, I wouldn't be too upset if my niece grew up to be a trap queen. You know what I mean? I'm like, my niece got the bricks for the low, come holler at her. I like doing drugs. I don't even, not coke, but whatever. So I decided to, I like reading, that's something I wanted to share with her, so I decided to try to get these classic, children's books to read to her online. She likes YouTube Kids, so I'm like, all right, this would be a good way to trick her into reading. And I'm going through these old classics, and you come across these books, and some of them, we need to burn these books. They shouldn't be read no more. We shouldn't keep bringing them up. I came across this one book, y'all might be familiar with it, The Giving Tree. Yes. That goddamn book right there. I'm about to let people know. If you're not familiar, I'm gonna just give you a rundown of the book, all right? So the book starts off as this little boy in this tree, and they love each other. The little boy hangs out with the tree all the time, climbs up on the tree, even tattoos his name in the tree. That's real love right there. Then he gets a little bit older, he's like maybe 17, 18, and the tree doesn't see him for years, and when he comes back, he's like, hey tree, I'm trying to make some money, and the tree's like, you know what, here, take these apples, go sell them, you can make money that way. Little boy takes those apples, goes, sells those apples, gets money. He stays away for years and years and years. Doesn't come back till he's a grown man. Comes back like, tree, I sold those apples, I got some money, but now I want a wife, I want a kid, I want a house. Tree's like, you know what, I got you. Take my limbs, go build yourself a house. Go get you a wife, get you some children. He takes those limbs and he leaves and he goes, builds that house, get those wife and those kids, and he stays away for years and years and years. Then he comes back, he's balding, he's a middle-aged man, he's all sad. He's like, Tree, my wife left me, she took the kids and the house. I want to go out to sea. The tree's like, you know what, cut off my trunk, build yourself a boat, go out to sea. And he takes that trunk and he goes out to sea. He don't see the tree for years and years and years. He don't come back till he's an old man. He come back and the tree's, he's like, hey tree, I'm a sad old ass decrepit man. I need somewhere to sit my old ass. And the tree's like, you can sit on me. And that's the end of the goddamn story. What kind of toxic ass relationship y'all trying to perpetuate to these goddamn children? Here I am reading this, I'm upset at the tree and I'm upset at the boy. I'm upset at the boy, I'm like, boy, where you gonna find unconditional love like this? Somebody up here giving you limbs to make money and build a house and with another woman and get your own kids. You need to appreciate that, you need to cherish that. And tree, you need to value yourself. Love is about reciprocity, not about take it. You get this motherfucker a limb, he wouldn't give you a hand. Little Toya, why you do me like that, girl? I love that I did anything for you. I'm sorry, that's about the tree and about the boy, not about any relationships I have with people. I had somebody come up to me after I did that joke, and they were like, well, actually, that story is about the love between a parent and their child. For real? I don't know, it didn't resemble any parental relationships I've had. If it would have been about my relationship with my parents, if it would have been a little boy and a father tree, it'd have been a little boy and then an empty plot. And then another tree will replace that plot and stick around for about 19, 20 years, and then that tree will also leave. And then that tree will try to come back about 6 years later, but then it'll be a big ass parking lot where the tree was supposed to be. Be no place for him. If the tree would have been about my relationship with my mama, it'd have been a little boy trying to climb up on the tree, and the tree would be on the phone, be like, get off of me, go do something. I'm trying to watch my stories. But then when the little boy grow up, he do like too much acid, and then you look in the mirror, and then he'll realize that he is the tree, and the tree is also him. And then they will have a much better relationship from that point forth. All right. So I'm not one of these people that wakes up and is happy about being alive. You know those people, oh man, I'm just so happy to see another day. Not me. Don't feel that way most of the time. A lot of the time I walk around and a voice in my head says, you should die today. Hear that voice a lot. And I think I actually had a breakthrough because during Ida, or right before Ida, I had a friend text me like, hey man, you better make sure you get prepared for this storm. I think it's gonna be a big one. And the first thing I thought was, you know what, I'd rather just die in the storm. And I realized I don't want to be dying because I'm depressed. I want to die because I'm lazy. Living is a lot of hard work. And it's not that I'm not afraid of dying. I am afraid of dying. I'm just more afraid of living. I know that might unnerve some people. I am here, y'all. Still here. Look pretty damn good. I actually had a good chance to die very recently. It was one of those days where the voice in my head was very loud and saying, you should die today. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go around my neighborhood and dribble a basketball. That'll make me feel better. So I'm dribbling this ball around the neighborhood. I'm doing crossovers and behind the back and all that. And then I get over to the bayou and I see this slab of cement and a bench. And I'm like, you know what? I really need to test my dribbling skills. Let me dribble on this little small piece of cement. So I'm dribbling, and then the ball slips out of my hand and then it goes into the bayou. So I run to try to get it, and then I put my foot right at the bayou, and then I slip into the bayou. And the first thing I do is save the ball. Because ball is life. I'm like, go Spalding, you got much better life than me. It wasn't even a brand new ball, it was an old ass raggedy ball I found at the park. It was messed up. That's how much more I valued it in my own life. And so, I'm up here clawing, trying to get back to the ground, which shows you that I don't know how to swim, because that was my first thing. I went like, oh, let's paddle. I was like clawing, and I just kept slipping because it was algae. And I felt like the bayou was just sucking me in. And in a moment, I was like, I think I'm gonna die in this bayou. But then I was eventually able to get my knees onto it, and I crawled up all the way out the bayou, and I rolled over in the ground, and I was like, oh, I guess I want to live there. I'm full of shit. All right, y'all, that's my time. Thank y'all.
Kamari Stevens, everybody! He'll run a show every now and then, so check him out on social media, or check out 504comedy.com. You'll be able to see whenever he's running a show. He's fantastic. And also fantastic, get your hands clapping right now for Geneva Joy!
How you guys doing? Yeah, I want to talk about Kamari real quick. We evacuated together. And he went from being my friend to being family. Like, there's a lot of people here I know and I love, but he went to being family because he worked a little-known black loophole. You understand? So, like, black acquaintances go by how far into your house you'll let somebody be, especially unsupervised. So, like, if you come to my house, you cool. You know what I'm saying? If I let you go upstairs and use the bathroom, you even cooler, or I owe you something. I don't know, right? If you can go into the refrigerator without asking, that's a serious level right there. That's like play cousin level, right? But Kamari crossed perhaps the most intimate threshold of Black America. I see you, DC Paul. Verify this. Kamari went in my mama's room. Right? Like, that shit's crazy. And I don't even mean like stood in the door while me and my mama was in her room. Kamari was in my mama room putting on his socks while he was fixing her television while we was laying on her. Listen, I had boyfriends who had never been, people who have been inside of me have not been allowed in my mama's room. The only person I didn't fuck with that ever went in my mama's room had a warrant. Like, that shit was serious. And he was looking for my boyfriend. I was like, I don't know why you going in there, officer, because he's not allowed in there. But Kamari was there, so like, you owe me money or a present or something now. I'm single. I don't need to say that, because I look good. But New Orleans makes you do weird shit and opens your mind to weird shit. So like, when you're 41, what happens when you start getting older is that like, your friends start dying. At least the cool ones. At least the trendsetters, they go early, you know what I mean? So what happened was that I had a lover die, and I didn't know. I didn't know for like 2 months. And in the time he was dead and I didn't know, he started like, he was in my dreams. I would have like wet dreams and wake up orgasm and then just thinking about him. And then I found out he died and I was like, oh shit, he was haunting me. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because when we was fucking with each other, he was married. So I had to wait for my time. But if I'm not mistaken, they said, oh, okay. If I'm not mistaken, they said until death do them part. So he's single now, and I'm for it, you know what I mean? So there would just be nights I would come home and I would feel that vibe and I would pull out my vibrator, I would go with it, it'd be so sexy. And I was like, this is working, it's me and him now, you know what I mean? He can do anything in the hereafter, but he's spending it with me, we good. And then Valentine's Day came and I didn't feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like my shutters didn't flutter, the candles didn't flutter, nothing. And I was like, let me find out this motherfucker is with his wife on Valentine's Day still. I be goddamn. Like, so I tried to break up with him, but it's hard, like. You ever try to ghost a ghost? That is very difficult, because they know where you are. Like, you can't hide from them motherfuckers. So like, what I decided to do is this, I just try to figure out ways to make him jealous, you know what I mean? Like, I just go to random dudes' funerals, and I'm like, they quiet! That was working until some bitch was like, why is she crying so hard? They tried to fight me. I was like, I gotta go. So now I do other shit, like I get real cute and I like jog through cemeteries, like, you don't know who you might meet. Or any of y'all got like a funeral t-shirt you don't want, give it to me, I'ma masturbate in it. That really makes them so mad, like, I just got like a, R.I.P. t-shirt and my pantyhose. He gets so mad. Last time I did it, I didn't even know Big Luke, but like I put that on and grabbed my vibrator and my internet went out. So like, all right, thank you guys. I don't know how, wait, is that not, I don't even know where I'm at. How much more time I got? Okay, before I go. So I know you might be like, oh my God, she champagne, she bubbly, she gotta be wet. I know the guys in the back, y'all was checking me out earlier, what's up? But I just gotta say before I go, I don't squirt. So if you're trying to holler at me, just know that shit. I don't squirt. I don't squirt at all. Well, I can squirt. I can squirt and I like it, but I prefer not to. And mainly because I don't own that many pairs of sheets. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got time to be changing sheets off schedule just because you want to show off because you saw a porno. Fuck that. If you want to fuck me, you're going to get that. Not this wet ass pussy, this damp ass pussy. I'm short and my bed is in the corner. You know how hard it is to change the queen size bed in the corner? You know how much good sheets cost? You either gonna fuck me on the floor, or that song be like, wop, bring a bucket and a mop for this wop, wop, wop. No, fuck that. Bring a duvet cover, or you gonna get this dab, dab, dab. Thank you guys.
Jesus Christ, Geneva Joy, everybody! Better hear it! Holy crap. My God, Geneva, I think it's still happening. She runs a fantastic show right here at the Hi-Ho Lounge. Come and go. It's sex toys, wouldn't you know? It's sex toys and games. It's a lot of fun. Guys, are you ready to continue the game? I know you guys enjoyed the stand-up, but are you guys ready to continue the game? Yes, absolutely. Let's bring out our contestants back on the stage. I was so close to being on beat, but apparently I...
No, you weren't.
Yeah, Geoffrey, 1s and 3s Gauchet, that's what they call me. Oh man, I wash my legs, it's fine. And my feet, I'm a good one. All right. All right, let's remember, what the hell voice was that? Jesus Christ. I swear to God, I didn't do any coke before I came back out here. All right, so yes, this round. They got randomly assigned a scientist, a location, and a disaster. And at that scientist, that type of scientist, they need to warn the people of a specific location about a specific disaster. I actually think God has the fortitude, sure. The foresight to write down the things that I didn't. Let's go ahead. We're going to start with let's start with Geneva. Actually, no. She just finished performing. I'm going to go with Laura because she has had the most time to write. So Laura, you were as Doc Brown warned the people of Chuck E. Cheese about Smash Mouth singer quitting. So if you could do that now.
Can I use your mic? I just don't think he'd be stuck behind a
Sure. Whatever you got to do. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to clean that up. Yeah.
Marty! I mean Chucky, people of Chuck E. Cheese, Steve Harwell is about to give up on his dreams. I need you to win enough tokens to buy me that flux capacitor that's somehow here. Steve Harwell, he's the lead singer of a band called You're All Children. Oh God. You were all born after he was famous. He's the lead singer of a band called Smash Mouth, so children, I need you to get in my car. I know you're not supposed to, but get in my DeLorean. I need you to all follow me, because if we can go back to 1999, there is an 88% chance that you could give a shit about this at all. And don't worry, children, where we're going, we don't need roads. We will be walking on the sun.
Wow. Really disconnected the dots there. That's a deep cut Smash Mouth song. Fuck you. Actually, fuck you, man. Yeah, all right, guys. I was a Scott kid. All right. Let's pick it up, and we're going to go on to... Thank you, Laura. On to Kamari. Kamari, you had assigned to you as a seismologist, warn the people of Olive Garden about J.K. Rowling tweeting again.
Oh no, I was gonna do it from behind.
Yeah, whatever makes you comfortable, man.
All right, it's urgent. Listen up. Put down them goddamn breadsticks. It's of dire importance that Joanne, yes, that is her real name, she chose J.K., unlike how she let her characters choose their wizarding houses. It's imperative that Joanne gets off of the Twitter, because all the transgender, non-binary, genderqueer, intersex folks is gonna stampede her castle, and it's gonna cause tremors that's gonna split the PNG even further than it has already been split.
Oh man, I was miming a towel because I spilled my beer. All right, and then Geneva, you had assigned to you as a nutritionist, warn the people of Florida about a virus that makes you orgasm randomly, called COVID-69. All right.
Wasn't that what our whole set was about?
Hey, give Kamari a bonus point on that. That was a good ref.
All right. The data doesn't lie. The increase of carbs paired with the increased consumption of Outback blooming onions by Floridian makes them even more susceptible to contracting a highly infectious COVID-69. The people of Florida must be warned. In less than 10 hours, people will begin to spontaneously orgasm, which is why I must go there and warn them personally. No, I can't call. I must be there in person. With the assistance of my assistant, in a government-paid suite at the Hilton South Beach. We must go there, and we must warn the Floridians about the incoming orgasms over and over and over and over again.
Oh man, I am showing my O face right here. All right. Wow, I'm spent. Okay, what was I gonna say? Right, I'm bewildered. All right, I need you guys to vote on the winner of that round right now, and I think I know where you're gonna go, but. All right, let's see. We started with who did we start with? Laura. All right. If you think Laura Sanders had the best response as Doc Brown, Chuck E. Cheese, Smash Mouth singer quitting. If you think Laura did the best job on that, cheer and applaud right now. All right. If you think Kamari did the best as a seismologist, Olive Garden, J.K. Rowling tweeting again, cheer and applaud. And if you think Geneva did the best as a nutritionist, Florida, virus makes you have an orgasm randomly, cheer and applaud. I'm gonna say 3 to Geneva, 2 to Laura, and 1 to Kamari. That sets our scores at, oh good lord, Geneva in the lead with 12, Kamari in second place with 11, Laura with 9. We are very close. Let's move on to round 5, called Risk versus Reward. This is my least favorite round, and I came up with it. This is our physical challenge round. If you are a fan of another show that from your childhood that we are stealing this from, you're in luck. What we're going to do is we're going to randomly select a physical challenge that each contestant will have to perform. But here's the catch. I'm no bitch. I am also going to be doing that physical challenge. Suck on that, Mark, Summers. I'm going to say Zuckerberg for one reason or another, but I'm an idiot.
Summers.
Mark Summers, thank you. Mark Summers, and I can't beseech Alex Trebek's name, but he had the cards. Okay, so we're going to start with Kamari. And I forgot to describe. If Kamari beats me in the physical challenge, he gets 2 points. If he loses against me in the challenge, he loses a point. Ooh, yeah. Wait, who's getting whose ass? All right, it's probably going to be me. I usually lose all of these. This is just for fun for you guys. All right, Will, can you shuffle the challenges? For Kamari, and then either Geneva or Laura, I need you to buzz in to stop it and it'll select it for Kamari. Okay, carve a pumpkin. Okay, wait, hang on. So, okay.
Did you say fuck out of here?
I didn't bring a goddamn pumpkin.
The thing is carving a goddamn pumpkin.
We didn't bring a pumpkin.
Okay.
I printed some pumpkins. Okay. Oh boy. Haven't had sex since I had a baby. Whoops, a little too real. I'm kidding, I fuck all the time. We got 2 cutout pumpkins right here, and I fuck all the time, I fuck that good shit. All right, I got these safety scissors here, because I don't trust us with knives after drinking. So we have safety scissors, and I have a child now, and this is probably what he's gonna need. Do you want pink or blue? Choose your weapon. Pink is good?
So I'm going to set a timer for 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
60 seconds.
30 seconds.
30
and
seconds.
we're gonna cut out our We'll cut out our pumpkin faces, and we'll let the audience decide who carved the best pumpkin with safety scissors and $40 of printer ink. All right.
All right, pumpkin tears. Get ready. Get set. Go.
Start, Jeff.
Go, Geoffrey! I don't know how to hold scissors.
Oh, you have a child to take your go. God,
Shit! That's actually good. That's good.
Can you guys time?
Maybe we should have did 60 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put down them scissors. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you think Kamari's pumpkin is the best, give us a cheer. If you think Geoffrey's pumpkin is the best, give us a cheer.
Wait.
What?
I need to know why he put an arrow. Are you pointing to your, what is happening? We need to know.
Can Kamari explain his pumpkin?
By the word of the audience, I'm going to have to give that to Kamari because I have a lot of books from Mr. Gauchet.
Nickelodeon, the legend of...
Shit!
Now, I didn't do this on purpose, but the legend, the Avatar, the Last Airbender, this is what the Airbender's symbol is the downward arrow.
I didn't say it had to be Jack Larry. You could have carved any design, and I
totally did this on purpose.
Damn, I love the creativity. That's great. I deserve to lose every time. Okay. Can somebody give me a holy roller from the bar? And not my grandmother. Okay. All right, and then okay, let's do Laura's round here. Will, if you could start shuffling them for Will, for Laura. Oh, thank you. Okay, and push-up challenge. Oh, Christ Almighty!
All right, Laura, come forth. The way this challenge is going to work, both Laura will have a chance to do the most push-ups she can do in 20 seconds.
More than me.
Can I give her a doctor's note or her period?
I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go first and set the baseline, so that way you have to do as few push-ups as possible. Will, I don't know, what do you think? 20, 30 seconds? What do you think?
20, just so we can save you some dignity.
Yeah, I gotta pick up a fucking 16-pound baby tomorrow.
10 seconds.
All right, Geoffrey, get set up, get in position. Oh, this is gonna be painful. In 20 seconds, the most push-ups. Ready, set, go! I think we hit a Jeff record. Time! That is 7 for Geoffrey Gauchet.
I quit smoking like a year and a half ago, and yet my lungs are like, fuck you. Yeah.
All right, Laura, are you ready? Get set, go!
Did she win, or?
She definitely won, Jeff.
Twice as many.
I'm an ally. I let a woman win.
She can hold her baby twice as long.
God, that hurt. That sucked so much. That was painful. Congratulations to you, Laura. All right. Whose turn is it now?
Geneva's.
Geneva's, yes, you're right. All right, Geneva, we'll start shuffling for Geneva. This could get ugly. Okay, we landed on a whammy, which means that Laura and Kamari get to confer and decide which one Geneva and I have to do.
Or I can take your ass to the hoop. I feel like a chug will not hurt your feelings as much. But you're just
I mean, look. If they think that you're gonna beat me in the chug, that's bad for them, because you'll get points.
I would beat you in either one.
I lost my dignity a long fucking time ago. I think it was around 8 p.m. tonight. So, what do you? So we're doing chug. Let's do the chug.
Wait, time out. Can we chug and shoot?
Fuck. What do y'all think? I sure as hell hope my baby is asleep when I get home. Oh my god.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the rules of this game are quite simple. Wait, we're doing both?
Yeah, we're doing fucking both. Yeah, so we need 2 cheap beers from the bar.
All right,
Or, what do you want to chug? What do you want to chug?
Can I chug a champagne?
The most bubbly beverage? Sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting super bougie with this event. The way this will work, I guess, is both Geneva and Jeff.
I need a cup.
Both Geneva and Jeff will try to out-chug one another while simultaneously throwing balls at the hoop.
And how does this work?
We will play it by ear.
We have one ball.
In a couple of moments, Jacob Mayer will be up on stage with the 2 drinks and also holding the score. Geneva and Jeff, you will throw the balls into the basket. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to get your own balls to pick up and attempt it.
Are we gonna do a thing where we finish?
No, just do it at the same time.
This doesn't make any goddamn sense. Okay, all right, I hear you. Well, then I'm never gonna shoot.
Chug and shoot. Chug and shoot. Chug and shoot. Chug and shoot. Chug and shoot. Chug and shoot. Let's go, Geoffrey.
Welcome to the apocalypse.
I just tried to talk in my ear like a...
All right, I guess I'm gonna time Jeff to chug and shoot. Are we doing this at the same time? I have no idea. All right, yeah, cool. All right, as long as it takes you to chug, how many baskets can you make? Get ready, get set, go! 1, 2.
He broke the backboard.
I guess just chug it out. Chug. Let's see. On your marks, get set, go! And we have a winner! Just.
Normally I would be real upset if somebody was heckling me during my own goddamn show, but you're correct, I suck ass. I can't shoot, I can't do anything.
We love you, Jeff.
Thank you. No, give it up to Geneva, man. She knocked my ass out there. Oh, God, what beer is this? Is this PBR? All right. Oh yeah, dude. Let's go to the place with graffiti on the walls in the bathroom and listen to some metal, baby. All right. God, I miss being younger. All right. Let's move on to the next round. I'll do a score recap real quick. Kamari's in the lead with 13, Geneva with 12, and Laura with 11. This is a close fucking game. God damn it. Let's go on to the next round right now. Oh, you forgot? Oh, you didn't get Geneva points? Shit. Geneva. Yeah, it's my fault. Geneva's in the lead with 14 now.
It didn't make sense, but I was gonna roll with it.
Yeah, no, that's how you play the game. All right, let's move on to the next round here. It's the end of the world, and I feel you up. But let's see why. Let's take a look at this article here. This woman in Canada, I believe, British Columbia. I think there's a good weed there. A meteor, I don't know, I'm like 47 years old. Meteorite slams into, so this meteorite goes through her roof and lands in bed next to her while she's sleeping. And here is a fun quote. Will, let's zoom in on the quote here. The next thing was just a huge explosion and debris all over my face. I rolled back one of the two pillows I've been sleeping on, and in between them was the meteorite. All right, fucking, come on. There's sexy to me. All right. So I read that and got horny, and I thought, what would be a good idea for this round? And I thought of some disaster porn titles. Disaster movie porn titles. For instance, here's an example I came up with. Debbie, does Dallas's steadily increasing temperatures affect the ice caps?
That's funny.
Thank you. Jeff. We became friends in high school because our names are spelled the same way. That's actually a true story. I love you, Jeff. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to think chucking a beer was a bad idea. I can't think. We're going to throw 90 seconds on the clock, and you guys are going to buzz in as often as possible and give us some disaster porn titles. Interpret that however you wish. Will, let's go ahead and start that timer now. And then start buzzing in. Yeah, the buzzers are fucked up. I'm gonna say, we're just gonna do it. We'll pretend. Laura.
One Night in the Paris Accords.
That's good. Kamari.
Look out, it's Big Black Cock!
Geneva.
Radioactive ass 8.
Laura.
I want my stepmom's asteroid.
Geneva.
Apocalypse.
Oh, lips. I got you. It took me a second to find it. Hey-oh, Kamari.
Sultry squirters take on the Flint water crisis.
I'm wet. All right, Geneva.
4 Horsemen and a Little Lady.
Bonus point. All right, Kamari. And Laura.
Girls Gone Radical. See the hottest co-eds, bomb banks, and police stations.
You would so jerk off to that.
Laura.
I'm all about that.
Laura, then Geneva.
Zetas, betas, climate change cucks.
Geneva, then Kamari.
Wet ass purgatory. No.
I'll take it. Kamari, then Laura.
Tie me up to a bulldozer and spank these land developers.
Laura, then Geneva.
Thirsty teens crave end of drought.
Geneva.
Eat the rich.
Hell yeah, dude. Woo! Yes.
So many more.
Oh, man.
I feel like
I tell you what,
I
you won't get any points, but if you want to share like 2 of one, everybody do 2 if you've got some extra.
Okay.
I ain't got no more.
That you did not prepare before the show. This is all off the cuff.
I just thought of 2 more.
This just came to me. Somalian children eat butt to stave off starvation.
Jesus.
I know it's problematic. I'm sorry.
Sometimes it's good when we run out of time.
Anybody else got any other to share?
Jiznado. And I hurricane twice.
All right, let me recover.
Okay, yeah. Pick it up.
Don't burn bush, lick it.
The final bukkake.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the end of the world and we blow it.
That's what I should have named the fucking round. That's way better. God damn it, you're hired. All right. All right, where are we at on points now? Geneva 19 and Laura Kamari tied with 17. Holy shit, let's move on to the next round. Mono equals 1, lift equals lift. There's the Simpsons reference. Monorail. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. It's funny to me. Let's look at the article here. You guys remember this last November? These monoliths just showed up around the world, and then they disappeared, and we never fucking figured it out. Yeah, it's weird. So what do you guys think the purpose was? We're going to go down the line here, and I want to know what you guys think the monolith's purpose was. We got to wrap this up real quick. So, Kamari.
Stanley Kubrick is still alive, and he's with Tupac and Amelia Earhart, and they've been the ones flying out these UFOs, and they just stay up there shaking their heads saying, "We tried to warn y'all."
Laura.
It was just a really poor miscommunication from the Biden campaign. He said, I meant monorail.
Did y'all see the weird podium thing he did? It was insane. All right, Geneva, what about yours?
Now boarding Spirit Flight 782, Zone 38. You know, okay, you guys.
All right, y'all are going to vote. If you think Kamari had the best answer, cheer and applaud. If you think Laura had the best answer, cheer and applaud. And if you think Geneva had the best answer, cheer and applaud. We're going to say 3 to Laura, 2 to Kamari, 1 to Geneva. And then let's move on here to the next slide here. It's time for elimination. We're supposed to get rid of the person with the lowest points. That's the thing I'm supposed to do. But I don't know, like, this has been a pretty good show. Everything's been fun. I say everybody gets to move on. Everybody gets to move on, all right? Yeah, everybody gets to move on.
Were you gonna get me killed, man?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That was behind me. I mean, whatever you're talking about was behind me. I had no idea what was happening.
I was wondering what that waiver was before the show that we signed.
I spent so much money at Lowe's for that joke. For 3 seconds of a joke. All right, let's take a look at last call, our last round, everybody. It's not last call at the bar, though. Make sure you buy a drink after this round. It's not the last. All right, let's pull it up. Okay, we found this blog post of 10 weird Halloween laws you should be aware of. Will, let's go to the next slide. Take a quick look here. Here's some Halloween laws that you might not know about. You can't dress like a priest in the state of Alabama on Halloween or any other day. You'll be arrested for it. There's no Halloween celebrations on Sunday in Rehoboth, Delaware. You'll be charged money for it, a fine. That's what they call
Rehoboth.
that. Is it a Rehoboth? Thank you. Okay, a real Hobath. And silly string is prohibited in Hollywood, California on October 31st until November 1st. I want to know what are maybe some other weird or just some new Halloween rules, whatever, however you interpret that, new Halloween rules. We're gonna throw, this is for the win, by the way, 90 seconds on the clock, buzz in, give me some new Halloween related laws, starting now. We're gonna go Kamari. Oh, I read it wrong. Kamari, then Geneva.
If you wear blackface, you can only attend parties with militant black people.
All right, and next we got, Geneva.
Any woman wearing a non-sexy costume has a $1,000 fine.
Amazing. Laura.
All cats have to be dressed in slutty human costumes.
Let's see, we'll go Geneva, then Laura, then Kamari.
Organic candy will get you shot.
That's true. Laura.
All arrests can only be made by hot cops.
Kamari.
If you pass out Mary Jane candy, then your house get egged.
I like it, because it's not real. There's no THC in there. Laura, then Geneva.
If you wear those creepy contacts, you have to warn me in writing.
Geneva.
Kids Halloween stops at 8. Adult Halloween gets freaky at 9.
Oh yeah.
I need that to happen.
Kamari, then Laura.
If you dress up as a police officer or a detective, you gotta solve real murders.
Laura.
You're not allowed to make a woman on her period do push-ups for entertainment in a bar.
Minus 100 points. Geneva.
In New Orleans, we're gonna use FEMA money for our costume budgets. No, I can't.
All right, everybody. Let's take a look at the scores now. The winner is Laura Sanders by a nose, everybody.
And about 8 push-ups.
Yeah. I don't think I described it. I don't think I explained this at the beginning of the show. But the winner of the show gets a DVD a shitty DVD from my ex-wife's DVD collection that she left at my house. So I'm going to sort through these, and Kamari and Geneva, I need you to tell me when to stop shuffling, and then whatever's on top is going to be Laura's prize.
Do the shuffle. Stop.
Crazy stupid love.
All right.
Oh man, thank you guys so much for coming out to the show tonight. Congratulations to Laura, and thank you so much to Geneva and Kamari. We ran a little long. We apologize for the next show. Oh, and also, there is a happy birthday thing. We are running out of time. I don't know why I sound like Rick from Rick and Morty all of a sudden. But we do have to wrap it up because we're tying up the stage. We're going to start tearing it down. But you do your happy birthday thing, and we're going to start tearing down the stage.
All right, we have a birthday girl here. I want everybody to start singing Happy Birthday to Maya. Are we ready?